Alright, alright. I know I'm opening up stream early, at least earlier than I normally would. Okay, I'm streaming way earlier than I normally would. But I I have to talk about this. It it's been, no pun intended, eating at me for the past few months. I I just can't shake it off. I just can't shake it off. God damn it. Well, now I know that I had the ears in the wrong side. Alright. Okay. So, um, uh, well, this is rather difficult to talk about because kind of hard being like open and whatnot to random strangers on the internet, if I can even call you guys that at this point. Actually, yeah, I could still call you guys that, but still. I I have to talk about this. I know probably no one is watching this, which is kind of how I want it for right now. Um, the last few months, I've only known my next meal to either be roughly around the 16th or Saturday. Because no one in my house makes money, and I've been streaming to try and keep us alive and afloat. But it, it's it's just not cutting it. Sure, I've been able to help get my sister at least a computer somewhat up and running, but still has a bunch of system errors that I can't fix because I can't even get up the fucking stairs nowadays. Because of lack of nutrition. There was one day that I could get up there, and luckily we had the stuff for it on that day, and at at least they have a Windows install disk up there now. But um how do I say this? I'm struggling. That that's the best way to put it. I'm struggling. I can't get a job due to PTSD. My my mental state is tanking. The main reason I cut off last stream so early was, well, I've been prescribed new anxiety medication, which, let's just say shortly after taking it, I get heavily dissociated. And I didn't want to stream like that. That that's not the quality of stream that I want to have. I at least know that the new medication works and whatnot, but I just I have, well, I have a week until my food stamps is scheduled to get here. And I won't be able to keep that unless I can get one of three things. A rough estimate of monthly pay. Um, the proof that I can do work assignments, or a note from my doctor saying that I can't work. And that note will probably get me on disability, but I can't get that note quite yet because they don't quite know what is going on. Because as of the start of this year, end of last year, I've moved states. And the previous living situation I was in, before this one, like right before this one, and after my original long term stay, was hell. My original long term stay was mostly accepting, just not all the way. And I wouldn't be able to get food stamps there to help them because my grandpa made more money than would be allowed for me to get food stamps. So that wouldn't have worked. And since I was born in that state and lived in that state for most of my life, they wouldn't give me a disability, nor would the doctors actually properly diagnose me. It's it's been one hell of a time. Let's just say that. these these things take time. I know. But I didn't think that they'd take this much time just for one small problem that could possibly easily just be fixed if I got on the right medication. I haven't received a message from my doctor telling me who to call for a specific medication that I'd need to be able to work properly again. But I also haven't received the list of fucking psychiatrists that I was supposed to receive. I I can't do this. Living is hell right now. I'm not gonna off myself or anything. I'm just living's hell right now. I can't do this. I need some sort of stability. Right now, life is hell. It's chaotic. I'm I'm not in the best of situations. Sure, I'm streaming this, but if I put this on YouTube, it wouldn't it it'd probably get less views, to be completely honest. Well, less views than zero is still zero views, but still, in the long term, if someone were to find that or find this and be like, "What happened during this time?" I'd be like, "I don't want to talk about it." And if they pressure me, I'd just have to kick them out of my life. I Once I'm out of this situation, I don't want to bring it up ever again. Unless it's to make a joke. But as of right now, I can't do this. I'm less anxious because I took my pill like 2 hours ago. But still, having less anxiety is actually making it worse for me. When I had all of that anxiety, everything just seemed minuscule compared to what was making me anxious. But now that the anxiety's gone, I'm just I'm just kind of depressed, really. These these things aren't supposed to happen to good people, but they do anyways. I can't even go back to my grandparents' house because they don't make enough money to support 3 people. And if I were to stay, or if I were to, I'd be expected to help pay rent because that'd increase their rent, which, as my grandma's health keeps deteriorating and my grandpa now has to find a nursing home for his mother, I can't do that to them. Nor would I be able to get back over there. And I don't want to go back to the doctors who just can't figure out what the hell's going on with me. And the one thing that's helped me with my PTSD anxiety isn't even legal in that state. So I'd I'd be in probably complete misery there. But at least I wouldn't feel it, right? Fuck that. I These things are really not supposed to happen to good people. And I've said already, they do. Sad fact of life. Good people are probably the ones who have it happen to them the most. Bad people, they can always find a way to just fuck with someone and be able to probably make money. Like all of those scams out there. Like, do we really need to keep improving cars? Like, seriously. If one model works and you don't use planned obsolescence, we're just golden forever. Same goes for. No. Planes, not so much. Cars. Okay. Maybe if we had one model of electric car that worked, like maybe solar panel or solar powered cars, we wouldn't have to improve cars anymore. But no, greedy fucking companies want to drain you all of your money. Most places just want to drain you of your money. I'm I'm not going to deal with this. I want to make a change. One small step can make the biggest of differences. But I've been trying to take that step. I've I've been trying to show the world, to show these greedy companies that this is not how you save the world. Mr. Beast and all these plant a tree movements. restore faith in humanity. Just please restore everyone's faith in humanity. This isn't supposed to be how it is. Trading for goods was peak economics. But no, we had to invent fucking money, coin, cash, credit. Why can't we just go back to trade systems? I know why. We wouldn't. Most people would say, we're stuck in the old ways. We're stuck in the old times. Why don't we improve? Why don't we come up with some sort of universal currency? Your trade is your currency. I'm getting worked up over this. And I actually feel emotions. Jesus fucking Christ. Fix the world. Don't let it die. Just repair the world. We are doing it no favors as we are right now. We need to fix this world. Why do we let greedy companies, greedy people, run this world? Because we all want a sense of familiarity and stability. But in truth, I believe it's more that we just don't think it's our problem. We think it's future generations' problem. Well, newsflash, we are the future generations. We are already seeing this world crumble. We need to step up. We need to get this world back on track. This, whatever we have going on in the world right now, this is not how this is not how we do it. This is hell. We have made our earth, our mortal plane, into hell. why do you think billionaires just want to leave the planet? They want to leave all of us poor, impoverished people, ones who can't hold our own, ones who can't even afford a vacation every year, but can still at least survive. Everyone who just can't afford a 30-day vacation just 'cause they felt like it. Us, hell, I hate to say this, high middle class to low class people just, well, we really need to fix this. The high class people aren't gonna do it. The upper high class people aren't ever gonna do it. The one high class person that I know, not personally, that I know of, I should say, that is actually working on making this world a better place. Mr. Beast. I I really haven't been following much on any news cuz it's it's just fucking depressing. I can't look at the news without being bombarded with negativity. Things that'll catch your eye. But to those of us who just want to see the world prosper, we'll just not watch because it hurts us to watch. These things, these people. No, they aren't people. At this point, we might as well just call them of these greedy beings demons. These demons want to see this world burn. For what? Their own gain. Their own personal gain. These demons, these sins, these people, these entities. These entities just want to see the world burn. Hell, a lot of the sinners, like people in jail who are actually good people, were driven to that by these fucking entities that just want to see all of us suffer for their own amusement. At this rate, we might as well just start the Hunger Games. Or, hell, we might as well just be going into the start of Warframe, where our blood is Kuva. These things aren't supposed to happen. This life was not meant to be like this. Back in the old days, that's when things were better. Sure, if I didn't have family to help me out and whatnot, and this was the old days, I'd have probably died long ago. I cannot hold my own just because of some things that happened in my past. that I don't want to talk about. There's even this, like, I don't know, 6 year gap that I can't remember a damn thing of. From my 6th grade dance to my 14th birthday. Nada. Zilch. Nothing there. I I don't know what to do. I I currently can't get a job because I need medication, and I can't get the medication because I can't get a ride, and I can't get a ride because I can't drive. And if I could drive, I'd get a job, and if I had a job, I'd get the medication. And once I get that medication, I probably wouldn't have to. I probably wouldn't have to use any of the things that I've been using for the past 6 years to try and cope with life over and over and over again. I'd probably be at least a little bit happier. I wouldn't be hungry. I would probably be a much more pleasant person. But no, one selfish, entitled person decided to fuck up and ruin multiple people's lives. This is not okay, people. I would say I want to see the world burn, but I really don't. I want to see it prosper. I want to see this world fixed and in a better state. But I probably won't see that in my lifetime. None of us will probably see it in our lifetime. Not unless more of us take a stand. More able people take a stand. I'm just some small, lowly VTuber who barely has 20 followers. Which I believe a lot of them are kind of just following me to say that they follow me when I was small, insignificant. When I meant nothing to the streamer world. But to all of those who just follow me to say that they followed me before I was cool, fuck you. You do not deserve to say that. If you follow me for my personality, my likes, my actions, my tastes, my me being me, thank you. We need more people with kind hearts. This world needs to start seeing some change. Or else something bad will happen, and it won't be a natural disaster. My theory? Nuclear war. Either all-out nuclear war, or somebody creates a zombie virus. if not a zombie virus, and not nuclear war, then I would probably say the world would be turned into a dystopia, where the rich prey even more upon the poor. These poor, poor souls. Hell, I'm one of them. And we can't get a break. This is not what anyone envisioned for our future. Roughly 1,000 years ago. 1,000 years ago. This was nothing compared to what they envisioned for us. What they envisioned for us was probably a more peaceful world. Right now, what I want for my children, and their children, and their children, is a world we can actually be proud of. A world that we can actually, physically, see the difference in from what it is now. You know those Canadian wild brush fires? Global warming. You know the fish dying in the sea? The sea turtles? Pollution. You know everyone who's being diagnosed with things like cancer, for one of them. Pollution, smoking, toxicity, jackasses, people who just want to see this world burn. We need to fix this. We have to fix this. As a community, I want to fix this world. I can't do it alone. I can't do it alone. But to all of you who see this, make a change. Step up. Change one small thing in the world. Be nicer to a person who's really mean, and maybe they'll become nicer as well. Treat those out there that you have yet to interact with the way you want to be treated. Treat this world with respect. Treat everyone with the respect you want. But if you're too stuck up for that, maybe someone will come by and show you that you are not the center of this world. You are not the sun, the core of the earth. You're not even the center of the universe. You are just a speck in the timeline. What you do with that, whether you cause a chain reaction for the better or for the worse, is up to you. But if I can just nudge you in the right direction, that's all I want. I want to see this world a better place. Won't happen in my lifetime. But I at least want to start a chain reaction. Do something good for someone else today. Whether it just be calling up your mother, your grandmother, your kids, telling them that you love them. You wish them a good day. Just a simple thing like that could be a major difference in someone's life. Could change someone's perspective of their day. I have already seen this start happening. One of my friend's mother has actually started to say that they're proud of them. And I'm happy. I'm glad this is happening. I'm glad people are starting to see the error in negativity. But we can't always have things positive. We do still have to have some negative. Whether it be a nightmare, a stubbed toe. Maybe you got fired because you are no longer what the company is looking for, but they still put it a nice way. Just know, you are welcomed in this world. Please, don't do anything rash. Don't do anything that may negatively affect this world. And if you're thinking of anything like offing yourself or whatnot, don't do it. You will make lots of people sad. Your friends, who you probably believe don't actually care for you. Your family, who you probably also believe don't necessarily care if you disappear. They'd care. They'd cry. They'd mourn. They'd probably, at some point, be driven to the same fate if you were to do that. So please, think about it. Think about all of those who care for you, who you care about. But if that's not significant enough for you either, think about your pets. The random person on the street that you passed by and gave a random hello to. The people who you've been kind to, but didn't seem to be kind back. Maybe they were just too shy. Maybe they were having a bad day and just didn't want to didn't want to ruin yours. Just remember, there is kindness in this world. There is love. There is passion. But you just have to find it. Or you have to be it yourself. If you don't see it in your current world, be it for everyone else. Life is short, sure. But what you do with your life could make a complete and utter difference in someone else's. Hell. Recently, I've seen a lot more kindness in this world. But it's still not enough. I want to see more. I want to see happiness. It's not going to happen for a long time. I know. But if I could have at least made a small dent in this world's happiness, by the time I'm at least age 60, I'd be happy. But that all depends on what happens in due time. Please take care of yourself. Don't let anyone discourage you from what you want to do. If intrusive negative thoughts get to you, just think, what would future me think of if I did this? Would they be proud? Or would they be glad that I didn't do this? Like, say, applying for that one job. Say it's like in a field that you're good at, but you're not necessarily fond of. Don't apply. But if it's in a field that you're good at and you are fond of, apply for it. Make a better life for your future self. Make a better life for your future kin, for your future loved ones. Just make a better life for people in general. Whether it just be offering to take the cart back to the cart stands, or say offering to help an elderly person across the street. Make the change in the world you want to see. Be the change you want to see. Be this beacon of light you want to have in this world. But still, take care of yourself. Don't destroy your own health to be that beacon. Small steps first. Get out of bed one day. Then keep getting out of bed. And each day add on a little extra thing to be proud of yourself for. For me, that extra thing was stream this right now. If I was able to go to the store, I would. Small steps. Small steps. We need to be the change we all want to see. This world is our home. Take care of it. Don't let it die. This world is our only home as of right now. Keep it alive. Keep it safe. Don't let it die. And most importantly, stay alive. Be the best self you can be. That's all for this stream. There will be another more relaxed